Welcome, everyone. Merry belated Christmas to everyone. I'm sorry some of you did not have a very great Christmas. I didn't either. As a matter of fact, I've been pretty just bummed out, the last few days. It's just something that happens to me. It just does. And I think when I was thinking about it, I think what it was I got to spend Thanksgiving with family that I haven't gotten to spend time with in a long time. And I started, I like to try to analyze myself psychologically if I can. And I think what it was, growing up as a kid and spending Thanksgiving with my family, it was always like the prelude to Christmas. Thanksgiving was always the prelude to Christmas. And I guess I just didn't like prepare myself for that. And I would have loved to have, been able to spend Christmas with my nieces and my nephew and my family, and watch, them open presents and have a good time. So I think that's really what really just got under my skin was, and I just didn't even realize it, but I think that's all it was. So yeah, it was a sad Christmas for me, but yeah, dude, my depression like really, really kicked my ass this holiday for sure. And it happens, it happens. Tonight I'm drinking wine, and I just started, so things should get interesting as the night moves on. I hope everyone's comfortable. I hope not everybody has to work in the morning. We might be here a while. And this is normally, well, not lately. I haven't done a Patreon stream in a while. But this is normally what I do when I do Patreon streams, more or less. And I wanted to just get away from the crime stuff just for a night. We'll touch a little bit on that stuff because, like I said, when I went live last time, I told you these boobs, they're always giving me content, man. But speaking of which, my man Crude AF, he had a really cool stream earlier today. Made me feel really at home in his chat, so I want to thank him for that. And we're going to be setting something up soon. Me, him, and Burnt Toast. I think we're going to have a whole lot of fun once we do that. So I'll be contacting him and her to be setting that up soon. I'm hoping that'll happen within the next couple of days, as a matter of fact. But tonight it's about the wine, and we get to watch some Karens. Like there's just a whole there's a plethora of Karens. And I thought about this because the Scooby Boob gang is just a whole bunch of Karens. Like, look at this. Like, I'll give you an example. Take a look at this. I mean, no, man, I'm not trying to. All right. So the title of this little short video, it's only 45 seconds long. I mean, this is what they did while they were in Hawkins County. This is what they did. This is what they say searching for Summer is, right? So it says Summer Wells going to the Hawkins County Dispatch Center for the incident cards, right? So basically, look, here, I'll just play it.
All right, Andrew, you're out here. What's going on?
So we're here at the dispatch center.
I mean, they're just stroking each other, basically. So you got Chad here, Jonathan Lee Riches, and he's interviewing Bullhorn Boob, and this is, for some reason, they think that this is actually somehow useful, what they're doing, and they have to document like they're doing something good.
We were just over at Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. Great group of people over there. We're looking for any dispatch calls that have gone out.
The great group of people over there that you secretly recorded without their permission.
To 110 Ben Hill Road. And so they referred us over here to their dispatch center to acquire those documents.
So how far are you going to go back with all the calls?
We're going to try to look at 10 years. We're looking at 10 years of calls out there. What they
so in a nutshell here, folks, what they're planning to do there is collect 10 years worth of 911 dispatch calls that home is involved in, that Summer's parents' home were called. So they're digging back 10 years. Summer's 5, by the way. So 10 years. I mean, if that's not some Karen shit, I don't know what is. That's some straight up Karen shit. It's these people have inspired me to do this Karen live, dude. So we can see the similarities in these people.
Responded to, how many times they've gone out there, things of that nature.
And that would be the Wells home.
That would be Don and Candace and Grandis Wells home.
They're so serious too.
Good luck.
They're so all business about doing nothing, about doing absolutely nothing useful. They're all business about it. Super funny to me. They're such morons. Crime Story. They are the stupidest people on YouTube right now. Like, just all of them. Yeah. And I just can't. There's nothing good. There's nothing good from coming from anything that they're doing. Absolutely nothing. Hold on. Let's I'm gonna go ahead and search for and it makes me so mad, dude, because people that are actually doing something useful, right? You have cracking cases, right? Cam and God, I feel bad because I forgot his wife's name. Allie. So you got this Cam and Allie couple, right? And they're doing so much good. Like, they're doing so much good. They went out there, they actually searched, right? They shared information. They showed us that it's very possible to get on that property undetected. They took footage and showed us that it's very possible to do this. And they had permission. They didn't trespass on anybody's property. They had permission because their hearts were in the right place. They got permission because they're actually trying to do some good. And so everybody's picking them apart. Like, everything that they do is getting picked apart. And it's like, it's simply because this is what happens. And I was saying this in their chat, because when you do something, when you are someone of a rotten nature, right? And somebody does something out of a good nature, it really makes them mad, because they envy that. They envy that need to be good. Because if they didn't envy that need to be good, they wouldn't justify their rotten actions by deluding themselves and saying that they're doing something good, because they're not. So as soon as somebody does something good, somebody of a rotten nature is naturally going to find some way to twist it into being something wrong. And they haven't done anything. Not wrong. They haven't done anything bad. They've taken money that they've made off their channel, and they've tried to make families have a better Christmas. Did any of these people do that? Did Bullhorn Boob? No. I mean, she drinks Bud Light, bro. Who drinks Bud Light, dude? Now, this is something. Hold on, we're going to get to the Karens in a minute. This is proof of pure delusion. I don't know if it's just or delusion. I don't. I can't figure this out. But this is where it's considered to be investigating. This is what they call investigating.
Hey, you know what's better than a $5,000 PC?
What?
A $5,000 PC that costs $0. It's time to give you free stuff thanks to our
Gotta do
friends
this
at Honey.
ad. Sorry.
That's right. You could win a $5,000 computer just by adding Honey to your browser.
Look, this is a normal stage. I just asked Jonathan a question, and I said that I watched this video of
Do the little
supposedly it was supposed to be Jonathan Lee Richards pretending to be the uncle of a Sandy Hook victim child, and the video that I saw. Wait, you were
So here, I want to be clear. So Marissa here, she's talking about how this dude claimed that he's the uncle of the shooter of Sandy Hook. And why he brags about this, I don't know. This guy wants to connect himself with the worst possible people. Wow, thank you, Yolanda RN. I appreciate that. Thank you. Anna Gundundumdunsen. I haven't seen you in forever. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so this dude is claiming to be the uncle of the Sandy Hook shooter, and he's proud of it, right? Like we already know that he's already tried to lump himself with James Holmes, the shooter of in Colorado that shot up the Dark Knight Rises theater.
with it.
Uncle the shooter.
The shooter was name is
Lanza.
Adam Lanza.
Correct.
You were supposed to be the uncle.
Correct.
Okay, why did
No,
or are you the
Yeah.
uncle?
So anyways,
And-
they're just
so what
explain
happened
this.
was, like, you know, at
That
the
is
time,
Marissa.
on Facebook, there was we had groups called exposing fake news in reference to not fact checking, not
Pay
doing
attention.
resources, not doing their due diligence, right? So
Pay
when
attention
Sandy Hook
to what he
happened,
says right
you
here.
know, I was exposing fake news in reference to not fact checking, not doing the resources, not doing their due diligence, right? So when Sandy Hook happened, you know, I was affected by that, and I went up there to pay respect to the victims, and I was laying down flowers and candles, and I was there. New York Times reported.
So this dude is right here criticizing people for not fact checking and embellishing information. He's sitting there with a straight face criticizing news media sources that don't fact check or do their due diligence, as he put it. Which, at what point did any of these people do that when they were in Rogersville? At what point did any of these people do this?
New York Post were all around there, and I hate them because they lie. They're
Mhm.
garbage reporters. So one reporter just came up to me and asked me, "Hey, what's up? I saw you laying down some flowers. What's going on?" And then I said, "Well, who are you with?" He goes, "My name is so and so with the New York Times." And I said, "Oh," I said, "Well, my name's Jonathan Lanza. I am the uncle of the shooter Lanza, Adam Lanza. I'm here to pay respect." He's like, "Oh my God, you're the uncle? Your uncle? What's going on?" I was like,
No, he was there to troll.
I was just with him. I was just with Adam a couple days ago before he did this, man. We're traumatized, and it doesn't reflect who we are as the Lanza family. You know, it just went up, and then it went viral. It went viral. But the point I was making was that they do not fact check, and they have to be very careful when these media
I
people
get
go
it.
around and interview people at crime scenes claiming they're family members. For instance, yesterday or 2 days ago, when we were down there looking for Kathleen Moore, a white woman was handing out flyers. And I went up and asked her, "Who are you?" And she claimed she was Kathleen Moore's mother. And you know, I'm not going to question it. And I'm not going to kind of, say, "Are you sure you're a mother?" She's black and then you're white. And, I didn't want to be disrespectful of her, and I gave her a hug and I said, "I'm here to help you." Found out later that was not her mom. It was just some woman claiming her to be the motherly role.
You mean like a fraud?
But that's the point.
Oh,
I'm making, because
okay.
there's people out there
Just checking.
that
Just wondering.
just can claim they can be anybody to the media, and then they don't fact check.
And then we just had another incident yesterday of somebody, and who was that about?
Yesterday, I don't know. Oh, dog bounty hunter. Dog bounty hunter. When Kathleen Moore was found, dog bounty hunter just claims and puts out something without any evidence. Oh, my team found Kathleen Moore. My team. And I'm like, what?
So he's criticizing dog for sharing information or claiming information without any evidence. Like, he just said that out loud with a straight face. This dude in a room full of boobs. Look, and this girl, this is the water bottle girl from the Gabby Petito thing. I still don't know her name. I think her name's Olivia, but she's also, and Crude AF, man, earlier today, he made a good point, man. She's a really talented filmmaker. It's a real shame that she's lumping herself up with these fools, and she doesn't look happy to be there. She doesn't look happy to be there in the slightest bit, and she could be doing a lot of good. She could be doing a lot of good, but I think her eyes got bigger than her stomach. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure Molly Golightly probably pitched her this whole, oh, we've got all these people that got all this clout, and if we pull our sources together of nothing, but pull our sources together, we could each build our channels up on YouTube. We can get a lot more publicity for our channels, and more publicity means more super chats and more PayPals and more Cash Apps. And she's sitting there and she doesn't even look happy. I can't take my eyes off of her right now because I'm like, she doesn't look like she wants to be there with these people.
Been out there for days. We didn't see your team out there at all looking for Kathleen Moore. So I instantly contacted the Pasco County Public Information Office, Pasco County Sheriff's Information Office, and I showed his screenshot of him claiming. I said, "Is this true?" And they said, "Absolutely not. It's not true."
Yeah,
because it wasn't true. It was false. He was just making stuff up, and that's what we have to be careful about in these cases.
Pot, meat, kettle.
This happen. These tragedies happen because these people come out of the woodwork and make false claims and just say they're people.
and we've been victims.
Are you listening to this dude? Are you listening to this dude?
The Kylan Schulte, Crystal Turner case with the woman named Elka, who's claiming she was a family member. I don't know
a cousin
of Crystal Turner.
But we didn't roll with that. But we did with the mother.
True. So these people like come and say, "Hey, I'm a cousin of this and so, or I'm a family member of so." They're not. They're just outsiders, just coming in for whatever reason. So that's all I was trying to do is expose it and show them, and they did exactly what I did. So you got to be careful about media outlets. They did it with the.
But see, the thing is you're not exposing anything, douche.
Right? Or
not exposing anything.
The son about
The reason why you're not exposing anything is you have the least bit of credibility on of anyone on the internet. The least credibility, because I mean, people have done news stories about him being a troll. Like, it's hilarious to me.
the
family friends of Brian saying that he's stuff he did when he was in high school with Gabby, but they were names, and then you do searches on these names and you can't find nothing on them.
Yeah,
they don't post their photographs or nothing. They just write and make up names and say to create a story, and it's shameful.
I mean, this dude is something else. He's like he's easily the least credible person that I can think of. Come on. Sorry, my computer's like super slow. I'm gonna find something a little bit more entertaining. Yeah, we're done with these idiots for tonight. I mean, all right. So let's take a look now. Considering Bullhorn Boob's history, because I mean, you could literally write a book with just her rap sheet on DV alone, just DV. Like, she is a violent person by nature, clearly. But this is just some random person. This is a couple of Karens. This is a husband and wife. This is going to be husband and wife, okay? And now I want you guys, I'm going to put the link. I don't know. Actually, if one of my mods can look up this channel, Karen's in the Wild, I want to be, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of this content. So if my mods can find that channel and post their link in the chat, I would really appreciate it. It is an interesting thing because there's a little bit of Karen in everybody here. There's a little bit of Karen in everybody here. And I love this intro. This is the same intro to every one of these videos. See these two people. I want you guys to understand these two people are deliberately, they're already filming, okay? They're already filming, and they are clearly with the intent of causing trouble here. I guess it's a coffee shop or something, and then they were refused service because they didn't have masks, or someone told them, hey, if you go in there, this lady's not going to serve you because you're not wearing a mask. And this is an independent business owner, an independent small business owner.
Don't you offer your services to the public?
Yes, but the state requires that you need to be masked in order to come anywhere inside.
You can't deny public services per federal law.
Yes, I can.
18, you can violate 18 USC 245.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so this guy all of a sudden is a law book, right? He's a book on law, right? He knows blah, blah, blah. No, okay. This is America, and she is a small business owner, and she does have the right to refuse service to anyone. To anyone. I guarantee you that dude is leaving out some sort of clause in this little section of law that he's quoting. But she absolutely has every right to refuse service. And considering that she believes that a mask is going to help prevent her from getting sick or any of her other customers, she has the right to refuse. Now, is it a little extreme? Maybe. I don't know. That's up to you guys to decide. But I mean, she's also a bit of a Karen herself. You'll see this. But these guys went in there simply to antagonize her and cause trouble.
It's a federal law. You're a public accommodation. You just said you're open to the public.
I have the right to refuse service to anyone.
Thank you do.
That's what 18 USC 245 is exactly
Please leave
about.
my store. I'm asking you to leave.
Do you understand what trespassing means?
You're-
Harassing someone to
You're
leave?
trespassing. When I ask you to leave, and
They
you
are
don't leave,
trespassing.
You're now trespassing.
That's not what
Yes,
trespassing
it
is.
is.
I wouldn't
Don't-
fucking touch me.
Don't touch her.
The worst thing you could do is put your hands on me right now. The absolute worst fucking thing you can do.
Oh, she didn't touch her though.
Yeah, don't fucking touch her.
Get out.
But then she pushed her. She put her hands up saying she's not a threat and I'm not touching you. And then Karen, the wife, pushed her. So look what she does. She comes back with a bat.
Once I've asked you
I
to leave and you
fucking
don't
dare
leave,
you.
get out. Right now.
I fucking dare you.
Get the fuck out. Get
All right. Now this
out. Ah! Hey, get the fuck out. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
and now the average fight does not last this long. There just happens to not be anyone around. But notice Karen, the male Karen, Ken or Todd or whatever you want to call a male Karen, he doesn't do anything to help his wife. He's just filming it.
Call the police on this
She
lady.
was attacked. She was borderline attacked with a bat. And and the male Karen doesn't do anything to help his wife. He doesn't try to break up the fight. He doesn't do anything, but he keeps filming. This is a real stand-up guy.
Fuck you.
Amy,
Like a fight that lasts this long is real bad. Like something really bad could happen.
Put your fucking hands on me.
you don't get to fucking assault people and run a business.
She didn't assault you though. You assaulted her.
Yeah, we'll be calling the cops on you. Don't worry.
And then you're gonna call the cops.
Fuck off.
See, this is that lack of
You don't
this-
get to keep your weapon after you assault someone with it.
See, that's the delusion right there. Now, this is interesting because now they have the interaction with the police, which we'll get to in a second. But this woman, the store owner with the mask on, did not touch her first. She put her hands up to let her know, hey, I'm not touching you. I'm asking you to leave, to get out of my business, get out of my store. And then she shoves her, and as soon as she shoves her, she sees that as, hey, you know what? You just assaulted me. So you know what? I got every right to defend myself. And she went and grabbed a bat, which I don't blame her for in the slightest bit. There's two of them. Two of them are clearly a threat. The two of these people went into this business, this woman's personal place of business. The two of them went there with an agenda to cause trouble. To cause trouble. So it's fair to think that taking a bat, arming herself with a bat in a situation like that seems appropriate because who knows how crazy the dude is. She's got to, for all she knows, she's got to fight both of these people. They both went in there with an agenda to give her a hard time, to get content.
Okay, and I know Officer Ratchie already interviewed you guys. Would you mind if I talk to you separately? Like, you
Well, here's the thing
hang
about that.
out with him while you chat
Let
with
me
him, and then I'll
explain real
Sure.
quick. Nicole, I get what you're saying. Here's why I kind of disagree, okay? Because the truth is, now she has a right to do what she's doing. She had a right to do everything that she did. Don't get me wrong. But anybody who's ever been in the service industry, right? And if you're an owner of a business in the service industry, Okay. Like, I mean, wouldn't have it just been a way easier to just serve them? You know what I mean? Like, just keep your distance from them, get their money. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would have avoided an ass whooping, which she got, but she would have avoided an ass whooping and having cops outside of her place of business, which is a bad look. If she would have just taken 5 minutes to not be so uptight about the mask wearing, because I mean, I get it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if it would have just been a simple, hey, listen, like, she could have simply just been like, there's a whole bunch of different ways she could have handled that situation, in my opinion. She could have said, hey, listen, how about you just tell me what your order is? She didn't even try to do this, but she could have said, hey, tell me what your order is, because her door is wide open. It's not like you have to open or close the door to get in or out. The door was wide open. They could have stood right outside, been like, hey, listen, just stand outside, okay? Tell me what you want. Leave the money on the floor. Leave the money on the floor, and I'll take care of you and get you what you want. But she was ready for confrontation. She was meeting this confrontation that was being presented to her just as much, is what I'm saying. She could have actually handled that situation and flourished from it. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying she didn't have the right to do what she did. I'm saying she could have handled it differently and avoided the entire situation, is what I believe.
Okay, let's go to the front of my car here. What's your name again? Ricky. Okay.
Look at this guy.
Okay. Did they get your info already, like your name and everything?
Yeah, Rat G.
Okay.
Rat G got it.
So tell me what your guys'
I love people who think they're lawyers. It's always funny to me.
What was your guys' goal? Did you have
we want-
did you hear a reputation about crumble cookies?
We heard a reputation about them, and
Sorry, that's loud.
We heard a
we
reputation
heard a
about him.
reputation about them, and that they've assaulted other people. And so we wanted to go in there to see if we could get a coffee. And before we even could tell her that we wanted to buy anything, she was already before we could even tell her that we wanted to buy anything, she was already coming at us, trying to remove us.
Yeah, just hang on. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, he's lying. That's not what happened. He said she said you have to wear a mask if you're going to be in here. She said that you have to wear a mask if you're going to be in here, right? So she was not. It did not go. This guy's describing it, and I mean, and he showed the video to the cops
before we could even tell her that we wanted to buy anything. She was already coming at us, trying to remove us.
Yeah, just hang on. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. No, I just wanted to get the rest of your story.
So I don't know why they're arresting her exactly when she was the one that was attacked.
So his wife's getting arrested right now.
But
you guys went in there to get a coffee. And you didn't
so what
really
these
get a
people,
chance to-
this is what I'm talking about. This is what makes Karens dangerous people, right? This is what makes people who think that they're doing good without using common sense, what makes them dangerous when they're not doing good. Because she assaulted the woman. They went in there looking for trouble. She assaulted the woman and beat the hell out of her, it looked like. And she's getting arrested. And this guy honestly believes that they were attacked in some way, shape, or form. He feels attacked. They feel like the victims. Yet they're not the victims. They are not the victims. They are absolutely 100% the perpetrators in this situation. And if anybody deserves to go to jail, it is that woman right there who is going to jail.
right, we raised constitutional and statutory grounds for our defense to be there for Supreme Court presidents.
Yeah,
And
don't do that with cops either. Cops don't like that. Cops don't like when you act like you know the law better than they do.
She brought out the bat and started pushing and shoving Amy in the stomach with it. And
That's
Amy
not what
defended
happened at
herself,
all. He's
and
lying.
She started trying to swing the bat, so I stepped in and grabbed
That's
the bat.
not what happened at all.
I know this isn't the outcome that you guys wanted for sure.
Well, this is definitely an unlawful outcome, which is furthering your unlawful racketeering activity. But
Wow.
you know, you guys could just keep doing what you want.
So here's where we're at. Ricky, you're also under arrest. Okay? So I don't want this
She
to
said it
fall.
was discretionary.
Okay, I don't want this
And
to
what
get
am I?
broken.
What am
We're
I
gonna
under
just
arrest
set it-
for?
Assault.
I didn't. I stepped in when 2 other people were assaulting me.
See, I love that. I love that because these cops were like not going to take this dude to jail. They were not going to take this dude to jail. And then he decided to attack the cops and start acting like they're oppressors in some way, shape, or form. Instead of just being like, man, I'm lucky to get out of this because I came here looking for trouble. If this guy had just the slightest sense of accountability, none of this would have happened. I love to see people who deserve to go to jail go to jail. I love it. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of that.
Fucking tell me where to go.
I know, mommy.
You don't fucking tell me where to go. I'm fire law enforcement, and I have a right to be a Christian, and nobody's gonna tell me when I catch El Chapo Guzman, who's beheaded many people across the
What?
globe, and then you turn around and tell me.
Why is she talking about El Chapo? And dude, what's really funny about these people always somehow turn out to be racist on some level. It's always so funny.
I gotta accept this shit. El Chapo Guzman killed people just like you. You like your head beheaded? Do you like your head beheaded? Do you like your head beheaded, fucking Mexican?
Hey, wow. Easy, girl.
Okay, that dude said, hey, easy, hey, watch that.
And I don't want my kids' heads cut off. Do you like your head cut off?
Relax. Go away.
No.
Fucking crazy.
No, this way.
You don't understand what my ancestors are.
No, I know Inverted Earth. He's the one that called the cops. I love that. I love that. That's how delusional Karens are. That's totally how delusional they are. All right, hold on. Let's find another one. Guys, we're going to do this. We're going to do this all night. Well, not all night, but. All right, hold on. I watched a few of these today and I was like, wow. Hold on. You gotta love. So I don't know if this lady was trying to steal something and then they locked the doors or what. I don't know what's going on, but they obviously locked her in the store. Okay. Which to me seems like the opposite of what you should do. And then somebody, I guess the manager of this Dollar General store, realizes that that's not what you do. You let her out. Like she let her out now. Um, oh, okay. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Is once, yeah, man, you can't just hit somebody like that. And listen, man, if you're gonna hit somebody, man, hit to knock them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just taunt somebody. You know what I mean? Don't just kind of like and hit him in the face. It's just gonna make him mad. This woman, I mean, if this was a UFC fight, it wouldn't even be fair. You know what I mean? Like, the person that she hit is clearly younger and in much better shape. That was just a dumb move. That was just a dumb move. Don't let her go. Look at her, dude. Look. She's resisting arrest. She kicked the cop. Like, what? Was she raised in a zoo? What? I don't understand people that, like, they don't understand how charges work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're already in handcuffs and you're going to jail. You're gonna get an assault. This one blows my mind right here. This one blows my mind.
That's fine. I don't need to drive.
Now this is a plainclothes detective who's actually, yeah, kind of hot. But this is the plainclothes detective who's talking to this young lady. She's letting her friend know. She's letting her know that her friend is going to jail. She's like, I'm arresting your friend. But of course, this young entitled little Karen, this little Karen in the making, is acting like she wants to, you know, she just is being combative. But this gets crazy, people.
What other information can we have?
That's all you
That's
need.
all the information.
Yes, what other information do you think you need?
Why are you being so rude?
You're
I'm
the
sorry.
one that's being rude.
I'm sorry that anyone
You're the
hurt
one
you.
that's being
She's basically saying, like, she's like, I need to know information as to what's happening to my friend, which basically is like, okay, well, she's being arrested, she's going to jail, and this is the jail that we're taking her to. That's what's happening. So she's like, what other information can you give me? And then she's like, well, what other information do you think you need? Like, so she's already got an attitude because she doesn't want her acting like, you know what I mean? Why does she feel like she has to answer to her? Why should she feel like she has to answer to her? This detective does not do that.
rude.
How am I being rude?
Seriously? You're about 2 seconds from going to jail for public intoxication. Do you not understand that? So I would stop talking if I were you. I just explained
So
to you why she's going
so she's intoxicated and she's getting an attitude with a cop. And the cop is letting her know, you're gonna go to jail for public intoxication if you don't shut your mouth and just leave. You're lucky I'm letting you go.
to jail and where she's going.
We're taking her to jail, and I told you where she's going, right? Which she doesn't have to tell her anything. Truth is, she doesn't have to tell her anything. But it's really funny to me because this woman feels completely entitled. This young woman feels absolutely entitled. And that's what's making this cop mad. And she feels like she's the authority in this situation.
So what other information would you like from me?
How long do you think it'll take for them to process her before we can pick her up?
Yeah, it depends on how busy the jail is.
Okay. I imagine
Okay.
it's fairly busy.
Don't worry, Shay. We'll come get you. Don't worry.
Nice one.
Love you.
2729 by last of Luna, Lincoln Union, Nora Adam, first of Samantha.
Yes.
And these people watch
I
too
am
many
not lying
movies.
about anything.
They watch too many
Allegedly.
movies because you got to be arraigned before you get bail. So before they can bail her out, she's got to be arraigned first. And until she gets arraigned, and if it's a Friday, she's not getting arraigned till Monday. So so if it's a Friday, she's spending the weekend in the cooler. It's just the way that is.
97, Samantha Alonzo Luna. That is my whole full name.
Alonzo.
Yes, I go by Luna. That is my last
What's
name.
on your
I'm
driver's
Mexican.
license?
I have two licenses.
Then you
know
should
what?
have-
You
when I
want
asked
my
your
license
last
number?
name-
Y43419.
Y434
I think.
1948?
Yes.
When I asked your last name, then you should have told
That
me
is my
Alonzo
last name.
Luna.
Samantha Luna is my
You
last
said
name.
Luna. What's on your license?
Alonso Luna.
Then that's
My
what you
last
should
name
have
is
told
Luna.
me.
You know what? My
Get out
dad
of the
isn't
car.
my actual dad.
Get out of the
Are you
car.
happy? No, I'm not
No, you're
getting out of
going
the
to
car. No, I'm not.
You're going
Get
to
out of the
jail.
car. You're
my
going to
God.
jail.
Look, what's up with that?
You are going?
What the
To
fuck?
jail?
Trey, get it on video. Trey, get it on
I'm
video.
getting it on
Trey,
video,
get it
Sam.
on video. Get it on video. Get it on video. What the fuck is your problem?
Now, this cop
What the fuck is your
could have
problem?
I'm
been
getting it on
excessive.
video,
Could have been a
Sam.
bit excessive.
Jail.
Like, is it illegal to have an attitude? No, it's not illegal to have an attitude. It's not illegal to question authority. It's not. Shit. Is this cop acting on pure irritation? Is this cop acting out because she's just totally frustrated with this entitled little asshole? Absolutely. But she has grounds to take her to jail. She has grounds to take her to jail because this person is acting like this, the way she is, with an attitude because she's had too much to drink or consumed whatever.
You don't get to resist.
I talked to my license number, you crazy fucking bitch!
Like she's fighting her.
Let go of my hair!
Stop hitting her.
Let go of my hair!
She's pulling the cop's
Let go,
hair.
let go.
She's trying to fight the cop. That is assault on a police officer. That is resisting arrest. So she is not. This is not going to go well for her at all. Now, as this continues, you'll see the counts are probably going to stack up against her.
Over here.
Let go of me! Let go of me! Let go of me!
Let go over here.
Let go of me! Oh my god.
We're taking you guys to court.
Ma'am, you're
Yeah,
going.
bitches!
I am.
It's still happening. She's still resisting. They have her on the ground now. She still has the cop by her hair.
Let go over here. I can't get it on.
I'm gonna pepper spray.
Sam, stop
So
resisting.
right now there's 3 cops wrestling this,
you guys,
this
you
young
don't
lady
need 3
down to
of
the
them
ground.
on you.
You guys said one
Let go over here.
You guys!
Let go over
She's
here.
going completely and totally batshit. There's a 4th cop now.
Cut my hair.
She's saying, get scissors and cut my hair. She is like a rabid dog that won't let go of her hair.
Thank you. You didn't get it. I let go. You better ask
Give me your arm.
I mean, I get it. I get that comment. I get it. That's, I mean, that's nothing to be proud of. Like, that's bragging rights to your other piece of shit friends. But, you know.
Okay,
we need her to comply right now. That's she's still kicking around.
Had she let go of my hair, we could put her in handcuffs.
Let me talk to her, Sam.
So,
My name is Heather Huddleston.
okay, this is going to be great. But wrapping up that last one. So we have this young girl, and she looked kind of frail. You know what I mean? Like, they say when people have psychosis that they have physical strength, like extra physical strength. Yeah, she totally said cut my hair, inverted earth. Like, she had to cut her hair loose from that Karen. She had to cut her hair loose from that Karen. Insane. And it took 4 cops to take her down. And this is what I was getting at. Now, see, when you're that entitled and you have this attitude like you can do anything you want, right? You have this attitude like you can do anything that you want. You don't think about consequences, right? And she just probably ended up with at least 4 counts of assault to a police officer. She's probably going to do time for this. Her whole life down the drain now. Her whole life down the tubes because she doesn't know how to handle drinking. Now, guys,
I am a mother of a 16-year-old kid that I've already pulled from your.
it's the mother of a 16-year-old kid. Now she is addressing the school board in Sarasota, Florida. This woman.
Indoctrination camp. But anyways, I'm here to.
This is going to be great.
Your indoctrination camp.
She's
a
already
16-year-old kid that I've already pulled from your indoctrination camp.
Indoctrination camp. Okay. Now, I agree that there's stuff going on in public schools these days that I don't agree with, and the stuff that they're focused on teaching these kids I don't agree with for the most part. But this woman is not the spokesperson that, if you have these beliefs, you would want. This is not the person at all. And we're about to see why.
Anyways, I'm here to talk about this whole mask thing. This is absolutely ridiculous. Let me go back to what masks really are. They are a sexual fetish for all of y'all that is in tune with pedophilia. That's what the mask is about. That's why you want our kids masked, because y'all are pedophiles. Look at what a sexual fetish is. It's masking people, okay? You're literally have this sexual fetish with masking our children. This is disgusting. You're not only that, you're teaching pedophilia in our schools, which is absolutely disgusting, starting in 1st grade. Y'all need to, all of y'all, except probably 2, need to be completely de-seated off that board. And when elections come, we will take y'all's seats out, because this is ridiculous. And to the parents, y'all need to pull your kids in droves out of these indoctrination camps. That's what this is about.
Please bring your comments to the board, please, not the audience.
So that's what I have to say about your mask mandate, is it has to do with y'all's pedophilia fetish.
Thank you. Laura Hackle?
Okay. Oh, this is new. I'm just going to let this go.
You're trying to start an account with it. A social security card in the state of Texas is an ID.
Okay, I just need a driver's license as well, or state ID.
No, you don't.
That's the way I have to run a credit check. It's the only way.
Why? You know your driver's license number off the top of your head? Youngster. Huh? You look it up.
Yeah, it's a good point. Before we get into this, dude, I haven't even seen this one yet. Before we get into this, dude, I'm not muted. Am I muted? I don't think I'm muted. I'm muted now. Well, not now. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, this is what happens. Like, kids are a lot smarter than parents like that give them credit for. Kids are a lot smarter than a lot of these parents give them credit for. See, they think that these kids are still babies, right? They don't pay attention to the mental development that takes place in teen years. And in teen years is when you are keenly sharpening your manipulation skills for self for not self-improvement, but self-serving. This is when this is happening, okay? and people need to keep that in mind when they're raising teenagers, in my opinion. Because you're hilarious, Jay. People need to keep this in mind. And this is what happens. Like, when you have a parent like this, what happens is you have a parent like this who wants to coddle their kids and think that they're parent of the year because they're out there and they're making fools of themselves, and they're addressing the school board like, you know, and putting up this big show. But what this does is it makes the kid go, you know, sitting there, and the kids are sitting in the basement smoking dope with their friends going, my mom's nuts. But, you know, whatever. and they use this to their advantage to get whatever they want. And then when they have no boundaries set for them, when they are treated like anything that they do is the right thing to do, everything that they could never do any wrong, well, then guess what happens? They grow up to be assholes. They grow up to be Karens. That's what happens. See, Karens raise Karens is what they do. They pass on the Karen crown to their youth, to their offspring. Right. You know, that I've said this forever. Like, I truly believe that your job as a parent, from the time that they're toddlers to the time that they're to the time through their preteens, you're teaching them, your job is to teach them to not be assholes, right? But from teenage years moving forward, you teach them to be independent. The idea is to teach them to be independent, to let them figure out how to handle the world. And the best way to teach somebody to be independent, oh man, this wine's already getting to me. The best way to teach them to be independent, in my personal opinion, is to prepare them that the world is not an easy place to live in, and it's not going to be fair. Old school, you know what I mean? Old school. Whenever you hear some awesome parent in a movie in the 30s, they're always like talking to their kid like, hey, life sucks. You know what I mean? That's just how that is, you know, and you're doing them good by doing that. You're not doing them any good by softening them and wanting to keep them at home, because you're not going to be around forever to take care of them. You're just not. Teens are right. Sorry, teens are assholes. You got to teach them not to be. You got to teach them not to be. That's the whole point. And it's really difficult to not do that. It's really difficult to do that. See, we got this whole generation now of people having kids who are like, when I'm a parent, I'm going to let my kids do whatever they want. Yeah, these people who you know, worshipped Kurt Cobain, a guy who blew his own head off because he didn't like the way life was going and he was rich. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you got going on. It's crazy. It's crazy. A guy who blew his own head off because he was sad, you know. And I get to say this because I struggle with depression, but it's not an option. You know what I mean? It's not an option to put myself in the most feel sorry for myself position there is. And I do feel sorry for myself sometimes. I do it privately, but it happens. You know what I mean? That's part of depression. That's what happens, you know, but I'm never going to ever do the most selfish thing you can do. Kurt was not killed. I don't want to hear that. Kurt was not killed. I don't want to hear that. Stupid, crazy people with their dumb conspiracy theories. The dude put a shotgun in his mouth and blew his own head off. That's what he did. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Coming here because there's a reason I'm with T-Mobile and not with AT&T because I don't like dealing with peons who don't know their place. Because very bluntly, there's a reason T-Mobile loves me because I don't deal with peons. So like I said, call your manager, call somebody in charge because you are just an authorized retailer. You're not even AT&T. Yeah, exactly.
So is this guy like at a cell phone store now?
The first time, I don't give a shit what your manager is. Call your manager so he can come in and just talk. I haven't been rude.
No, I don't.
You haven't seen rude yet. I promise you.
See, this is another issue with me is I think it's wrong. I think it's kind of messed up to like pick on people and call them, dismiss them automatically as Karens because they're not happy with the service that they got. Like if you paid money for something, you paid good money and you're getting treated poorly, then, you know, and I've had my issues with T-Mobile. You know, the guy's probably got a reason to be mad. Now, he doesn't have a right to do what I think he's going to do based on the title of this video, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like I think it's fair, you know, to air your grievances when you're mistreated in a place of business that you paid good money for. You paid money for product, service, and an image, right? That is the truth. That is the gospel of the service industry. Product, service, and image. You want cleanliness. You want the product that they advertise, and you want it served to you properly. You want it served to you well. You want it served to you promptly. Oh, I'm drinking wine tonight, Dizzy Lizzie. That's why. It's starting to hit me.
Very, very. I promise you, you haven't seen Rude yet. Rude, I'm asking you the same thing I asked you when I walked in. Call your manager so I can deal with him. So I can deal with somebody in charge that can. You have his number. I didn't ask you to call him or for me to call him to give it to me. Because you can call him. I'm not going to ask you to. You can ask him to come in though. Because you have a very impatient customer in here that's not going to deal with peons. He's going to deal with somebody in charge. You know, your driver's youngster.
I'm charging my phone right now.
Huh? He's looking at his driver's license number now. But you told him you couldn't do it because he didn't have his driver's license on.
We're supposed to have a driver's license.
Well, you know what? You know how many times the state takes that shit for stupid things? You don't. Exactly. You know that whatever. But he came in here, he was trying to.
Oh, dude, I totally agree. Dude, I've done what a lot of you might think is some Karen stuff, dude.
I know.
I remember, okay. Let me tell y'all a little story. All right. I'll tell y'all a little story about my experience with T-Mobile. All right. This is a 100% true story. Okay. Now it happened over the phone. Okay. It happened over the phone, not in person. But I had just gotten and I'm talking, this was years ago. All right. This was when the Android first became a thing. Right. So I had a Sidekick. You guys remember the Sidekick? I had the first Android Sidekick phone. Okay. Had the keyboard on it and everything. Right. I looked at phones that didn't have keyboards on them and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? That's how long ago that was. And it had a keyboard, right? But that has nothing to do with this story. I paid for unlimited 4G data, okay? That was part of my plan. I was paying an extra amount of money for unlimited 4G. Dude, totally. Terry, I'd Karen the hell out. I'm not even trying to lie. I was paying for unlimited 4G, right? Anybody with common sense would have carried out on this person too, because the person that I was talking to was obviously someone in a different country or whatever, and they're given a script, right? They learn, I guess, just enough English because they don't have to pay him as much, because these are usually poorer countries. And I'm not, it's how corporations are nowadays. They make more money that way by paying lower wages in different countries. That's why Nike has sweatshops. It's how it is. So yeah, I was super excited about my sidekick eyebrows. I was super excited about it. But I got 4G. I was paying for 4G, unlimited 4G. Keyword here is unlimited, people. Okay. 4G speed data, right? And I was on my phone. I was watching YouTube videos. I was having the best time of my life with my brand new Android. This was my first Android. This is my first ownership of this kind of technology in my hands. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, everything was slow, didn't work anymore. And I called T-Mobile and I was like, hey, what's going on? I'm paying for 4G speed, unlimited 4G speed. Exactly. I'm paying for unlimited 4G speed. And they're saying, and it's saying that I ran out of data. And they're saying, yeah, it's unlimited, sir. It's unlimited. But the problem is that you ran out. This is what they were telling me over the phone. The customer service was telling me over the phone. And they were reading a script. Okay, sir, I understand that you have a problem, and I'm sorry, and I'm going to do everything that I can to help you. And then they kept telling me that. And I just was not accepting this as an answer. There's no way that you're going to tell me that I have unlimited 4G speed for my phone, but I ran out and I'm paying for it, right? Dude, I was mad. I was super mad. And I was like, listen, it got to a point I was on the phone with this person for like 40 minutes. And I was like, look, listen, just put the script down for a second, okay? Put the script down. Don't reference the script. I'm a human being. You're a human being. Let's talk, right? Let's just talk, all right? Do you understand that T-Mobile has asked me to pay a certain amount of money for something that is called unlimited, and you, the customer service representative, are telling me that yes, it's unlimited, but I ran out? I want you to listen to the words that you're saying to me. Like, listen to the words that you're saying to me, repeat them over and over again, and you tell me if that actually makes sense. I understand you have a job, but you're not doing your job if you actually take some time to, because I'm going to drop T-Mobile. I'm going to drop T-Mobile. There's no reason why I don't go to Metro PCS or any of these other ones. There's no reason. I got T-Mobile for this plan. So tell me what we're going to do here, because I'm going to drop T-Mobile. And then they're like, okay, sir, I'm very sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. I'm like, listen, here's what I'm going to do. They're recording this, right? I guarantee you that each call is recorded for best quality service, supposedly, right? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay with T-Mobile. I'll stick with you guys. But I need to hear you tell me. I need to hear you tell me right now that T-Mobile are liars and they falsely advertise just to get me to buy this plan. All you have to do is say that out loud. And I'll stay with T-Mobile. I will. That's what I said. And we went in circles. Okay, sir, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. No. You're not understanding me. You're going to lose your job for losing a customer. They don't care. They don't care what you say to keep me paying you money. I promise you. Right? Like, if I ask you to say the most outlandish thing in the world right now for you to keep me as a customer, they're going to back you up for it. I promise you that. You're not going to get fired. but you will keep me as a customer. And I actually got him to do it. It was one of my prouder moments. After a lot of running around, that person actually sat there and said, yes, sir, T-Mobile are liars, and we sold you a phone falsely under false pretenses. And I was like, see, cool. And I stuck with T-Mobile for a while. I did. How am I wrong? How am I wrong? How am I wrong? What I am is your hero. That's what I am. All right, let's see where this guy's going, because I think he's going to do something really messed up.
Then it becomes my problem. No one likes me. He came in trying to start service with you, right? Did you do that with him? Why would you want him to run a credit check for a simple starting service?
All cell phone companies run credit checks if you're under a contract, dude. If they're giving you like $1,000 phone for like $50 a month, they're running credit, dude.
And they don't do a credit check or anything else for a page you got. You know, youngster, come here. What's up? You don't want to do page
What's up?
go? Page go means you're not locked in, these idiots. And then eventually you go over to T-Mobile with me and I'll put you on my account. Why not? Even T-Mobile does that shit. There would be a reason why I go to T-Mobile and I'll deal with AT&T idiots. Shit. All right. There you go.
So this guy's not happy with AT&T or T-Mobile. This guy just can't stand it.
Who's your manager? To be honest.
Uh-oh. There it is. There it is. Everybody take a drink. Who's your manager?
I don't give a shit.
Who's your manager?
So I can call. Huh? Ryan what? Ryan Williams. Yes, sir. That's your main store manager. Yes, sir. Because very blunt, I don't give a fuck about your opinion, his, or any fucking body else's. I mean, I've been killing people to make sure you and him and everybody else has their goddamn civilians' rights for years.
Uh-oh. He's a veteran.
He got his uncle. So your boss is Ryan.
Thanks for your service.
Mo? What the fuck kind of name is that? What is your actual real name? Mo what? Fucking Arab. Goddamn fucking.
Here we go.
So your boss is Ryan. What is your name? Mo? What the fuck kind of name is that? What is your actual real name? Mo what? Fucking Arab. Goddamn fucking Arabs.
Oh, man.
You know what? I really don't give a fuck what some bitch has to say. I really don't give a shit about some goddamn Arab that I've been killing their goddamn kind for fucking 6 months.
Wow, dude.
Almost 2 years. 6 months of the last country I was in. Because people like this are the reason our country's going what it's going to. Because I've been killing his kind for longer than you probably.
That's not why. It's kind of people like you, actually, dude.
How old do I think I am? I'm 55 years old.
That's cute.
Okay.
His kind, I've been killing for almost 20 years.
Stop saying that. Yeah.
I've been on
Stop
5 different
saying that,
continents.
dude.
Hence the reason he brought his uncle to come handle shit for him.
Well,
I really don't give a shit about some little peon Arab who actually doesn't belong here.
We were in line first. We were actually trying to get service. And
Oh, sweetie, you're fine. I thought you worked here.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, it is fine.
Oh, cops are here. Uh-oh. See, and cops don't like to arrest veterans, man. You know, but you can't do what this guy's doing. And you know, I'm going to get a little deep when it comes to this. Shut up, Cherry. Comes to this, you know, we don't need people like that representing our country. We don't need people like that fighting for our freedoms, because a person like that does not represent freedom. I want to make something very, very clear. If you if you're sitting there, because I see these in these Karen videos all the time, there's always somebody who's like, oh man, you know, we speak English here in America, you know, blah, blah, blah. In America, we speak English. Listen, anybody that's here that isn't a Native American or of Native American descent is either an immigrant or a descendant of immigrants. It's just the way that is. The whole point is that people like this make this country. Anybody who comes here legally through the proper channels becomes a citizen because they love our freedom, because they love our way of life, and they want to be a part of it, and they want to contribute to it. They should be welcome here. Bring us your poor, you're hungry, and you're tired. That's what America's all about. That's what we're supposed to do. That's why we beat the Limeys back in 1776. Okay? That's what we're supposed to do. Okay? You're going way backwards. You're going beyond backwards. If you're sitting here acting like you're entitled to certain treatment because of the color of your skin or because of your English vocabulary. I mean, that's not what America's all about. And these people are missing the point. Every single one of them is missing the point. Every racist asshole out there is missing the point. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. The whole thing about racism is every single racist asshole out there is missing the point. Every single American that's not Native American was granted with an opportunity. And you're expected to work hard for it. You're expected to work for it. Absolutely. Everybody contribute something positive. Something. Sure. But you know what's awesome about it is you actually have the right not to. You actually have the right to just sit on your ass and be completely useless. But you don't get to trash somebody who came over here with an opportunity, saw the opportunity, didn't take the opportunity for granted, was grateful for the opportunity, and did their best with it. You don't get to do that. I don't care how many battles you fought abroad. You don't get to do that. I'm sorry. I'm grateful for every veteran in their service. I'm grateful for them, but you don't get to do that. And that is the problem with this country. That's the problem. That and entitlement. But that's entitlement. That's just another form of entitlement. That's just another, at the end of the day, the problem with this country is entitlement. People feel entitled to things. They have no sense of gratitude, and they have no sense of push a little harder, do a little better. Everything's mine, mine, mine. It's mine. I'm an American. I have the right. I have the right. Yeah, earn it. Earn it. You know? Yeah, you have the right. You know what I'm saying? But you got to earn it. People don't realize it. You got to earn every breath you take into your lungs by getting up every day and doing everything that you got to do. You got to earn everything you got in this life. You got to. There's no other way around it. Nobody's entitled to anything. Ever. Any person with any decent sense of self understands this. All right, let's see what this one is.
Fucking help! Do you understand? Yes, I do.
Hold on. I just saw something. I saw a title that actually interested me a little bit more than this one.
Shut up! Shut up! Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's completely uncalled for you to keep harassing.
Let's see what this dude does. I love that intro.
You got all these teenagers here telling me that I can't be here and I have to leave this behind. But here's the way the law works. They owe me $2. I'm going to leave this money behind. Okay. You can put that away then. So you guys owe me $2.
You're gonna get charged. Leave that right now. We didn't accept it. Leave right now. No.
There's the $5 bill.
We are not accepting.
Guys, please make sure to like and please subscribe to this channel. I really want to hit 10K before the end of the year. That would be so awesome. I love you guys so much. But it would be so awesome if I could hit 10K by the end of the year. That's a little goal I set for myself. We all gotta have little goals, you know what I mean? And I'm so close. I need like 80 more.
I think that $5 bill. It hasn't been scanned.
There we go. I paid for it.
Leave that right now. Leave.
I just paid $5 for $3 worth of soap.
Leave right now.
So
You can't just do that. It hasn't been
this,
scanned.
don't touch me. Don't touch me. Right there. Because
What is this guy's problem?
They're all yelling at me. It's weird.
So what is this guy?
That's $5. You guys have my.
So he's filming himself, all right? He's filming himself and he's acting like, now, is it because he didn't want to wait in line? Is that what's going on here? So he's saying, okay, $3 worth of soap. He's trying to buy soap. Like, listen, dude, you know, I mean, there's literally like all kinds of places you can buy your little Irish Spring at, bruh. You can go almost anywhere and get your little Irish Spring, dude. Okay. You can even go to Cherry's house and get Irish Spring. Irish dingling. Anyway, listen, you don't need soap that bad, but he thinks he's in the right because he's took a $5 bill and he's like $3 worth of soap. I'm leaving $5 here and I'm walking out with this soap. Okay. I'm walking out with this soap, but it doesn't work like that, dude. And maybe he's not wearing right. Okay. So yeah, I think that's what that is. Bobby Pin, good point. He's not wearing a mask. They probably refused him service because he's not wearing a mask. And he's like, whatever. I'm just going to leave my $5 and take my soap.
Money? It's right there. Well, I do. Thank you, Dave.
I mean, he's technically not stealing.
But Dave did touch me.
But in a way, he is, because again, this is a private business. They have the right to refuse service to him.
So I may or I may not call the police. Dave, Dave. Thanks, Dave. That's Dave from Dave's No Frills. I just paid $5 for $3 worth of soap. Well, I gotta buy soap. I gotta.
That's already a ripoff.
My God. What a horror. This one here. You're under arrest for assault. You're under arrest. Guys, this is a citizen's arrest.
What?
Dave from Dave's No Frills. You are under arrest for assault. 2 counts. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Okay. Okay, I have to take this man to
Does
custody.
he know all the Marines? Or
him.
did he just watch a whole bunch of Miami Vice back in the day? Like, does he even know the Miranda rights all the way? Like, what is this dude doing?
My face. Okay, he's now in custody. No, you're not going anywhere. No, you're under arrest, I said. This is citizen's arrest.
Okay, so for
assault
those of you that are
*2.
lost, what's going on here is this guy went in there without a mask. They refused him service. So what he ended up doing was what he ended up doing was picking up the soap, because I mean, this dude's got to have his Irish Spring, and he he leaves $5. He's like, I'm walking out of here with this soap, and I'm paying for it, right? I don't. Sorry, Jack, it's funny. And he's like, I'm paying for it, so he feels justified because he's like, you know, I'm an American, blah, 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 you can't infringe on my freedoms, blah, 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 blah. And so he leaves his little $5, you know, saying they still owe me $2. But then he's walking out. But this dude, whoever he is, I guess works there. Does he have a Motorola Razr against his ear? Is that a Motorola Razr? What kind of phone is that? Dude, that's driving me crazy right now. I can't even tell. It looks like a Motorola Razr. So, man, no, that dude's going to be safe as hell in prison. He's not dropping soap. I mean, this dude loves his soap. He's not dropping it. That's never going to happen. That dude is guarding that soap with his life. Look at how much soap means to him. So so you got this dude. This dude's on the phone, and I guess he touched him or something to stop him from walking out the door. And now this you know, Darren, he's like, I'm making a citizen's arrest for assault. A citizen's arrest. Like, I mean, no, dude, that's not gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it flies.
Hey, thank you. Citizen's arrest. Dave, you're not going anywhere. Out of my face. No, you're under arrest. Oh,
6 feet,
no,
dude.
Dave, this is citizen's arrest. Hey, you guys saw it. Hit me twice. I had to defend myself against this guy. You are under arrest, Dave.
White hair, glasses, black pants, black shoes, gray hoodie, black and yellow.
Hey, citizen's arrest. He's not going anywhere till the cops get here.
Oh, that's perfect.
No, you're not going anywhere. Stay right where you are.
If you
and I have 3 others
work in the customer service industry, guys, like if you ever have, you're dealing with this at least once a year, especially if you're a manager. You're dealing with this like at least once a year, at least somebody who's like this. It just happens. It just happens. Dude, my coworker, man, he was an assistant manager with me at Domino's years ago. And like this lady threw a pizza at him. It was on my night off. I was mad because I wasn't there, but she threw the pizza at him. She hit him with the pizza. I was like, how? Oh man.
Keep the camera on this guy. You stay here. You stay here, Dave.
Yeah, it needs to be now.
Citizen's arrest here, sir. That's all. Please don't get involved. Thank you.
All right. He's controlling the crowd too.
You're not going any. Nah.
He's
You are in custody. Do you understand?
There's nothing to see here.
And he's trying to put me under a citizen's arrest.
I've arrested this man. Citizen's arrest. I need the police here immediately.
You haven't arrested anybody.
No, he's under arrest.
Arrest means
Citizen's
like arrest.
You're not going anywhere, Dave.
Yeah.
Stay here.
No, we're not good, actually.
I just made a citizen's arrest.
Yeah, you can fuck off. Leave him alone.
Back off.
No, you leave him alone.
He's in custody right now.
Look, this dude.
There's two.
You guys back off.
Nope.
I love this dude intervenes. He goes, no, man. No, that shit's not gonna fly. Like, I don't care how fucking delusional you are. Like, you're not, yeah. Back off, fuck off, and leave him alone. Like, he literally just said, fuck off and leave this guy alone.
His face.
You get out of here.
You're not wearing a mask.
He's
You're
in
in his
my
fucking
custody.
face.
Get out of here.
Back off.
Yeah. 6 feet, please.
Back off.
6 feet, please.
Back
6
off,
feet, please.
sir.
You're under arrest for assault.
Back off, sir.
You're under arrest for assault.
Back off, sir.
You're under arrest for
You don't
assault.
need to be out here in anyone's
You are
face
under
like
arrest
that.
for assault.
Arrest me.
You are now in custody.
Touch me. Touch me. Arrest me.
Sir,
What?
both these guys.
You're not. I'm not in
Both these
custody.
guys, right?
I don't feel in custody at all. Not even a
There we go.
little
No,
bit.
here. Okay. Sir, put your
Oh, so he's getting arrested.
I made a citizen's arrest of this man right here. Right, Dave?
You have the right to a lawyer?
I don't try.
And you don't have to say anything.
I
but
call,
if you
hey
need
guys,
to say, maybe give it evidence, okay?
guys,
All right, come with
I
me.
made a
Come with me.
sure.
Come with me.
I made a citizen's arrest.
Talking to a lawyer, something you'd like to do.
I made a citizen's arrest. Yeah, I was about to talk to a
Wow.
Hey, guys,
We'll be back.
All right, guys.
No, he's not autistic.
Go ahead.
That dude is way up on the spectrum of being an asshole.
I made a citizen's arrest.
Get in the car, please.
Okay, I'm getting it.
Get in the car, please.
Guys, I made a
Can
citizen's
you back up
arrest.
just a bit, please? Thank
Gentlemen, okay, I made a citizen's arrest. Dave assaulted me twice. It's all
Once
on
in the store,
camera.
once out here.
I made a legal citizen's arrest.
Oh, there's two of them.
He's in custody.
All right.
You guys have to take him into custody now.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you absolutely do.
Okay.
Guys, what's going on? Guys,
Please get in the car.
I will.
No, you'll get in now.
Guys, sir,
You'll get in the car now.
I made a
You
legal
will get in the
citizen's
car now.
Sir,
Get in the car.
Okay, come on, man.
Get in the car.
Okay.
No.
Well, we have that
Yes,
luxury
sir. I'm
in
trying to-
Tennessee.
I'm wondering why.
You wanna
Let's
talk to a lawyer?
let's
Get
talk
in the car.
about this little comment here because I'm in Tennessee as well. So you Rowena Sudpucker, you're saying I live in West Tennessee, still hinky about masks here. I'm not wearing one, period. But if I see a sign on the door, mask required, I go to another store. They lost my money for mask stupidity. And you have every right to feel that way. And I honestly don't blame you. What's funny is I'm weird about that. I don't blame people for feeling strongly for masks or against masks. I really don't. I'll wear one if I want to be somewhere that I need to be, but if I can get away with not wearing one, then I don't wear one either. I just don't feel, you know what I mean? I just don't. I don't feel like the science behind them is sound, if I'm being completely honest. And it's Fauci's fault. You know, Fauci was for him, now he's against, or Fauci was against him, now he's for him, and it doesn't make sense. You know, and he's the guy to listen to, right? Supposedly. So, I mean, my whole thing is, you know, I'll wear one if I have to. You know, it's a mask. It's not that big a deal. It's not like I have to get a shot. Wearing a mask, not that big a deal. Do I think it's stupid? Yeah. Yeah. But I don't think that people are stupid for feeling strongly about wearing them. You know, I don't. I honestly don't. I understand it. I understand people feeling the way that they do about it. And I don't fault people for feeling, you know, like, you know, please wear a mask. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get what you're saying. And see, I like that. See, I think that I think your comment right there, being here in Tennessee, we have this luxury that a lot of places don't. You know what I mean? You can't. I just went to Seattle, man. You can't go to Seattle with that attitude because you literally won't be able to shop. You won't be able to buy anything. You won't be able to live your life. You know what I mean? Unless you have a butler that works for you that you don't mind wearing a mask for you, you don't have that luxury. Here in Tennessee, we have that luxury. We don't do COVID here. We just don't. We don't. It's not even really a thing. Right. Yeah. See, and I love that. I love that. You know, it just, you find another place, but we have that luxury here in Tennessee where a lot of places don't, where, you know, I'll just find a place that's not going to make me wear a mask and I'll shop there. Cool. You know, awesome. But Tennessee is actually practicing. They're being very good about it. They're practicing like, okay, we're okay with what's going on as far as how people feel about things, but you're not going to make us do anything, not by law. Like, and everybody feels the same way about it. Like all law enforcement agencies, everybody, like law enforcement agencies, the sheriffs are like, no, I'm not going to arrest someone for not following a mandate because it's un-American, which I agree with. So, making people do anything like that, keeping people from doing certain things, I understand. But making someone do something with themselves, that's like, no, you're not going to make me wear a coat. You know what I mean? That's the same thing to me. I might, if I don't wear a coat, I might get sick, and I might be likely to give a cold to other people. You know what I mean? If I don't wear a coat, I might get sick. I got a higher chance of getting sick in the cold if I don't wear a coat. But then you're going to make me wear a coat? You can't make me wear a coat. You know what I'm saying? You can't make people wear condoms. You can't. So I'm just, no. That's where you're losing people. But, and I get that that's what's frustrating this guy, but it's also a private business, So anybody with common sense would have been like, okay, well, I'm just not going to shop here. You know what? And if you've got a YouTube channel, like this guy's acting like he's got all this big audience and he's getting everything on tape and he's showing the world this injustice. Well, you know what? Like, just do a video about it. Just talk about it. Explain your issues. That's what I'm doing. You don't see me going, oh, this would make way better content. And if I go and risk getting arrested, you know what I mean? That's crazy. Oh, is my mic acting up? It's not my mic that's acting up. It's my computer. It's slow and it skips. Yeah, mask recommended signs, that's better, And most places have those, Most places have them, but you're not going to make me do anything. Yo, Just Larry, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a minute. Merry Christmas to you as well, then. Yeah, get me to 10,000 subscribers and donate a bunch of money and I'll buy a new computer. I'm just kidding. Don't do it just because of that. Don't do that. I mean, some people see it as progress and some people don't, you know what I mean? And it's just, there's just not a whole lot we can really do about it except go with the flow until you personally feel, because this is my personal belief. Because one of the things that makes me an American is my sense of individuality, my choice to do whatever the hell I want with myself. And that's it. So, and I take pride in that. So, if you as an individual feel like it's the responsible thing to wear a mask, okay, cool. But I mean, if you as an individual feel it's the best thing for you to get vaccinated, cool. All right. You're just not going to make me do something because that takes away my sense of individuality. I think that individuality is exactly the essence of independence. Exactly the essence of independence is individuality, a sense of individuality. And if you take away my independence, then I'm no longer an American, am I? I'm no longer the person that I signed up to be an American for. And I didn't even sign up. I was born here. I just grew up to love it. And that's it.
Talk to a lawyer.
Get
guys.
in the car, man.
But I'm curious about why it is that I've made a citizen.
That cop's all frustrated.
I
He's
did
like, dude,
live on
just get in
Instagram.
the car,
If you want
dude.
to-
And you're
if you-
arresting me.
Live on Instagram.
It's
Yeah,
I did
is that
li-
the new courts? Get in the truck, please.
It's not the court.
Just get in the truck,
I mean,
If you
dude.
want to give me a statement, then by all means, I will take
Well,
one from you.
get Dave
But
assaulted
get in
me
the car.
twice. Okay, so are you going to arrest Dave?
No, get in the car.
Well, why not?
Because I just told you no. Get in the car.
Well, we
Dude, just
need to
shove it
talk
head in the
You have 5
car.
seconds before I drag you into the car.
you guys
Yeah,
got
there you
fax
go.
numbers?
Yeah, 644.
What's that?
What is
Yeah,
it?
you heard me.
No,
Yeah,
didn't.
No, actually, we did.
I only
okay.
have to give it to you
Okay,
once.
here, guys.
Nope.
This is my
Yeah.
soap.
Yeah, grab a soap.
This is my soap. All right.
All right, get in the car.
Do you mind if I ask why you're not taking Dave into custody?
Just get in the truck, man.
Sir,
This is not looking good for you.
Sir,
Press your
Get in
assault
the
Dude,
truck.
please
Like,
get
it's
in the
two
truck,
assault charges.
dude.
Get in the
Yep.
truck, man.
Do it.
and now
It's like dealing with a
Hey,
drunk at a
hey,
bar
this
when you're
is not called
it's
for.
the worst.
Oh, this is gonna go wild,
The drunk that
guys.
won't leave.
guys.
Oh, bonus. That looks like a Walmart. You would always get on the Walmart.
The fucking idiot that said I did it. They told all these people that I did it. They really believed it.
I already have notes to show they did it.
Fuck, you don't have shit, lady. Fuck that. Oh,
He's wearing a
my
mask.
Come on, Kim. Get the fuck out of here. Bullshit.
She's
The fucker's still over
Why are
there.
you talking to her that way for, dude?
Huh?
Why are you talking to her that way? You're so
What do you care?
You're disrespectful
What do
to
you
a
care?
woman, dude.
That's her job.
Dude, it's not her job to
It's
get
not
yelled
a-
at
she's
by
not
you.
a woman, a man.
You're
She's an
cursing
employee.
at her. You're cursing at
Fuck
her.
off.
You fuck off,
Fuck
dude.
off. Fuck
You got some
clown.
great manners there,
Shut your
dude.
mouth.
Put your mask up, bro.
Huh?
Put
Fuck
your
you.
mask up.
Fuck
How about I
you.
cough on you? Hmm.
How's that fuck
Yeah,
face?
you're a great dude, aren't you?
Dude, why do these people always do that, dude, man? They always gotta like do the coughing on people. Like, that's just, whether there's COVID or not, that's gross. Stop that. Come on, have some class. And how are you even making a good argument for yourself when you're acting like that? How are you making a good argument for yourself? Like in whatever you're trying to, whatever message you're trying to send, if you're like acting so mature to where you're gonna cough on people.
Have a pig in the middle of
We're
our
on a
park.
walk. Can you just leave us alone? Obviously, like you're not a part of our walk. You don't have to be here.
Oh, so she's got a pet pig. Okay, so this Karen has a problem with the pet pig. Now, one thing you guys should know is pigs are like the Vietnamese potbelly pig. I'm told is smarter than any dog. So they make good pets, which is probably why certain religions feel that it's really, really bad to eat them. But I like bacon a lot.
No,
And
it's a
ham.
community that has bylaws, and if you have a dog, you have it on a leash.
He's on a leash.
It doesn't
He's in a
say-
leash. He's under control, my pet.
It
More
doesn't-
than your dog, I'm sure.
No, it's huge. It's a huge animal.
So what? Who cares if he's huge?
He's eating landscape.
It's well fed.
No, man,
I mean, it's a pig. I don't want to see a skinny pig. Something's wrong if I see a skinny pig.
he's eating the landscape. Look at that! Look at that! Right on our lawn.
She's
What are you
picking
well,
it
you
up.
should-
She's picking it
She's
up.
picking it up, though.
No, it's all. Look at how much is in there. Seriously.
It's fine. You are being a grumpy pants.
you
Leave
have
us
a
A
alone.
grumpy pants.
Okay.
Leave us alone.
I can call the association right now because
Go
I like to know-
for it.
Oh, God, the association. She's always in
Emotional
association with these people.
Get away.
I'm going to call the association.
Get away from us.
Again, okay,
Leave.
so what is the
Leave.
What is the pig's name?
Hey, hey,
Your
Karen,
business name or my
go
pet?
bother
First of
somebody
all.
else. Okay, we're on a walk in public.
How
Please
much problem
leave.
you have?
Go bother other
Contact my
people.
lawyer. I do not
He's an
understand.
emotional support animal.
How do
We've
you
been
even
living
here for a year? You've been living here for a year. Then how
Hey,
am I not
lady,
here?
this is not hurting
I
you.
know.
He's
Like, I've
fine.
always wanted a pet pig, actually.
I do. I know everything.
I'm sure you do.
But if I
I'm
if
sure
I
you
ever
do.
got a pet
He's not
pig, I
hurting
would
you.
have to
Look
stop
at him.
eating pork.
He's
There's
fine.
no way I
He's
could
on
keep
a
eating
leash.
pork
We're
if I had a
cleaning
pet
up
pig.
after him.
Again,
Like,
if you have
what
any
kind
problem,
of? I mean,
my
what am I
lawyer.
going to start
He
eating
is-
dog
I
now?
would like to contact
Like,
the
He's an
association.
emotional
Call the
support
association.
animal. Go for it. Tell them.
this guy
They
is an
know.
emotional support animal.
Please do.
Emotional support stuff, man. Jesus.
Back up. Can you just leave us alone? We're on a nice walk and we were enjoying our day.
It's a park that has nice grass, and he's taking his business.
So
on
do
the grass.
so
I
does
like to sit.
everybody's animals. So does everybody's
I have
animals.
never heard of an emotional support animal of a pig.
Well, it exists, lady. So
Yeah,
maybe
it's
read
a
about
emotional
it.
support animal.
Read about it.
Maybe even a bird, but not a pig.
Well, then you need to open your
I
mind.
want to know what your name is.
You don't need to know our name.
None of your business. My name is
Karen, you don't need to know anybody's name.
This
but
pig.
you're not
What I love about the pig is like he just
Not your
doesn't
business.
care.
Can you please
He's just being a
We're
pig.
gonna
He's
call
like,
the police
whatever.
'cause you're harassing us now.
Pig's my hero
You're
right now.
harassing
I
us.
want to know where this pig lives.
It doesn't matter.
It's huge.
So what?
It's huge.
It's too much.
Hey, my philosophy on pigs: the bigger the
Can
better.
you leave us alone?
I can't eat. I cannot even. Okay. I am going
Go
to.
ahead, call them. I would love to talk to them.
And I'm
Like all
going.
she has to do is Google pigs as pets
Following up on this.
and
Good,
find
go
out what the
ahead.
benefits are.
Please.
Have a good
Right?
day.
I haven't even done that.
Bye. Jeez, what a crabby lady.
Okay, well then I guess you're gonna have to fine me because I have a medical
wanna fine you.
exemption.
I don't wanna
So,
fine you,
and
miss.
you're discriminating
I'm not
against me.
discriminating.
I'm not causing any harm.
Now
I
that's
walked on
different.
and you chased up to me
No, I asked
and
you to
told
put
me
on
that
your
I
mask.
have to wear a mask when I don't have to wear
Is
one.
she okay? So if she's on a public train, what it looks like to me is what that is, a public train, and she has a medical exemption from having to wear a mask, and they're trying to arrest her for not wearing a mask. I can't say I agree with that, man. You know, because I'm sure there are medical reasons why people can't wear the masks. I get it. Like, if people can have a pig as an emotional support animal and take it into public stores, you know what I mean? Like, you can have a medical exemption to wearing a mask. I mean, it might obstruct your breathing, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so this dude is probably out of line. If she just showed the card, she was just like, look at my card. Let's see where this.
I cannot wear a mask.
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot wear a mask,
Because right
and I'm
now,
just heading home to Richmond where my car is.
I'm just unfortunately I have to ask you to leave. If not,
Well, I'm not leaving. I'm sorry. I am not leaving. I have no other way of getting home. My car is in Richmond. I'm not causing any trouble. I'm just sitting here.
I'm gonna
So-
absolutely. I'm gonna ask you.
No,
Dude, if they're in Norfolk, it's liberal hell. Okay. I lived in Norfolk briefly. I lived with PETA people. Okay. Now, PETA people, I'm telling you people right now, PETA people are scary. Like, they are potentially very, very dangerous people. Their views on things are super radical. It's scary. It's super scary. Yeah, I don't know the science behind why people medically can't wear a mask or why they can. I don't know. I honestly don't. But it just stands to reason that, you know, if you can keep a service animal, a pig is a service animal, well, then there's got to be some medical reason why you can't, you know, like, wear a mask. I get it.
I'm not leaving. I'm sorry. I'm not leaving. I have a because I have a medical exemption. I have my card. I cannot wear a mask.
Now that's different. Now, if the law changed there where the medical exemption thing isn't even a thing anymore, like because he just said it's no longer valid, and if there's an expiration date on it, well, then he's within his rights as far as enforcing the law. Yeah, honest rage, serious. 80 more subs, man. I want that 80 more subs, man, before the end of the year. Only got a few days. Really want that.
I do not want to argue with you because right now you are
You're not.
Oh wait, did you say 8
Well,
more
I'm sorry,
subs?
I'm medically exempt. So what do you want me to do? I'm not getting off the
That's not
train.
right. No way.
No, I'm not getting off the train. I'm sorry.
Yes, I need to get you off.
No, I have to get home to my daughter in Richmond. Okay.
Okay.
No, yeah.
So I'm not
It's
getting
80.
off. No,
Where the train's not gonna go.
I don't think so. Then the train can get held up because I have a medical exemption
It's not
card.
valid anymore
Says who?
by the provincial order.
Well, that's too bad because I'm not causing any trouble. You're the one coming up to me and harassing me about a mask when I'm medically exempt from having to wear a mask.
Provincial order that you need to wear a mask.
This is ridiculous. I should be able to get home safe and sound without being harassed and judged.
I'm not harassing you. I'm not
Yes,
judging
you are. Then please
I
step
mean,
away.
but
You're
the
not
people
you're
around
not
you
even
have a right
respecting
to
the
feel
social
safe and
distancing.
sound too.
Look how close you are to
You're not
me.
even wearing a mask.
But
No,
I mean,
don't
I
have
really,
to wear
but
one. I do
I mean,
not
that's
have
an
to wear a
argument, but
mask.
it's not
I'm medically
necessarily
exempt.
an argument that
And
I
I'm
agree
feeling
with. I'm
really
just playing
uncomfortable and
devil's
really
advocate
threatened
here.
by you standing so close to me. So please back up.
How far do you want me to stand? Like here?
At least give me my space, please.
Okay.
This
That's
is
not-
ridiculous.
Order. Okay.
No, you need to step back.
All right. So if that's the case, I'm going to be placing an arrest.
No, you're not placing me under arrest.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. I'm not doing anything wrong. You're the one who's coming up to me, harassing me. Okay, this is not okay. Why don't you take your time to people that are actually committing crimes?
Okay. So I'm going to be placing an arrest.
No, you're not
I
placing
mean,
me
she's
under
got a
arrest.
point, man. Like,
No, you're not.
I'm
Don't
on
you
this
dare
kid's
put your
side.
hands on me.
I don't think she's being a Karen. I'm gonna go out on a limb, man. You know, I'm just gonna say it. I don't think that she's in the wrong here at all. She's not causing any problems. She's just trying to get home. She's using public transportation. She's contributing to the economy. You know, she's doing her own thing. She's minding her own business. She's not bothering anybody. And this cop is saying you got to wear a mask. Like, see, I don't like that. I think that's probably what I don't like. I don't like the cop coming up and saying she's got to wear a mask. That's bugging me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm, you know, I'm not gonna be quick to call this lady a Karen. She's not in the wrong here, I don't think. Not in my opinion.
Scared of COVID, but you'll put your hands on me, right? You're so terrified of COVID, but yet you're willing.
She's making a valid point there. You're gonna put your hands on me, right? You're so scared of COVID, you're gonna put your hands on me, right?
To put your hands on me and put me under arrest so a mother can't get home to see her daughter. Really, this is the situation that's happening. You need to back off, sir, and respect my social distancing. This is ludicrous.
Okay.
Do not touch me. You do not touch. You do not. You're a male officer. You do not put your hands on me. Do you understand? You're a male officer. You don't touch me.
All right.
You're a male officer. Get your hands off me.
Please.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Now she has every right to be mad, in my opinion. She has every right to be screaming, yelling, and hollering. There's a man in the background going, "Leave her alone." I hear a guy in the background going, "Leave her alone." This took a twist here, people. This evening took a little twist here, did it not?
Christ, let go of me!
I need you to come with me, miss.
No! Take your hands off me! You're assaulting me! You are assaulting me!
Just a very belligerent person. Right now, miss, I need you to come with me.
You do not get the right to put your hands on me. I am a female. Back up.
You are under arrest.
No, I'm not under arrest. This is a medical exemption card, sir. I have a legal one at home from my doctor.
The things right now,
You are not.
Well, okay.
Get your fucking hands off me.
Guys, this is the real crime community. We deal in facts here, folks. All right? We deal in facts and we deal in evidence. And what she just said right now on video was, I have a medical exempt card and I have a legal one at home, which would very, very much and safely imply that the one she has on her is not legal. Why doesn't she have her legal one with her? If she feels that strongly about it, And if her life is truly in danger if she's wearing a mask, because a situation like that, you would have to accept. You would have to expect that to happen. Why would you even have a medical exempt card if not to avoid a situation like that? See what I'm saying? So you have a legal one at home, but you don't have it with you, right? But that goes into something else, because there shouldn't be legal mandates with masks. That's just where I feel. That's just where I'm at, guys. Now, you want to wear a mask? Wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask. Whatever. There shouldn't be anybody making you by law do anything. I should not be locked up in a jail, right? Full of a bunch of people not wearing masks, by the way, right? A crowded jail. Why should I be locked up in a crowded jail? If you're so afraid of me spreading COVID, and the reason why you're taking me to jail is because I might spread COVID, but you're going to take me to a crowded jail where masks are not required? Yeah, there's something seriously wrong there. Something seriously hypocritical about that.
Wait. Get your fucking hands off me!
No.
Get your hands off me!
Yes, please.
Get your fucking hands
And
off
I hear
me!
a guy saying, leave her alone.
Assault, police officer.
Assault? Are you kidding me?
Please. I need you to just.
Get off me! You don't touch a woman like that! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God!
Now, this is where things get tricky, guys. This is where things get real tricky. Because this would have went a lot easier. Now, she could have handled this a different way. She could have just filmed it and documented, been with her phone like this going, guys, my name is blah, 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 and I'm being taken to jail because I'm not complying with a mask mandate. I'm being taken to jail over it, and explained why it's unjust while she's being arrested. She could have filmed this and she could have documented it. She could have been a lot more, because otherwise, guess what? If she had done that, it wouldn't be on a Karen video that I'm showing right now, would it? So if she had done that, there's that. But on the other hand, should she not be standing up for herself? Is that technically not assault? Is that woman not in the right to physically defend herself if somebody who is trying to take away her personal freedoms, her personal right? Because it is a cop, but it's still, at the end of the day, just a guy, right? So is she not within her rights to defend herself against this person if she doesn't feel she's really doing anything wrong when she technically really isn't doing anything wrong? She might be breaking the law, but is the law just? Does the law justify her being taken by force by a police officer, by a man? It's just something to think about, folks. It's just something to think about, man. That's all I'm saying. Is she not within her rights to defend herself in that moment?
Just cooperate, please.
Let go! You don't touch a woman like that!
Just go with me outside.
You can't arrest me! I'm not doing anything!
You're under arrest.
For what?
And he's charging her with assault on a police officer. She's going to do time for that. If she's found guilty, she's going to do time for that. Like this in prisoners in prison with like people who killed cops, people who does she belong in prison with them? Over the mask thing. How serious is the mask thing? That's the question.
A phone call from my lawyers, Dave?
How'd you come on my property?
No, I didn't. I sat in the car. You're videotaping me. You want a phone call?
Oh, your
call
mom
from my
saw me
lawyer?
across the street and stopped.
Would you like a phone call from my lawyers, Dave?
Thank you, Eliza, for coming by.
Dave, I'm going to call the
I
police.
told you once, leave me alone. Don't come near my home or it's considered harassment. And here you are. Darcy, thank you for coming by.
Dave, I'm calling the police on you. And I'm calling my lawyers. How dare you? I'm not on your property. And by the way, now you're taking a picture.
That's an excellent question.
Because
Like, I don't even think it takes a lawyer to do that. Before I even get into this next video, that's an excellent question, Catnip. Like, what was done to de-escalate the situation? If I was a halfway decent attorney, right, and that went to trial, I would ask, what was done to de-escalate the situation? If there was a worry of safety of the people around her, which it didn't even seem like there was anybody around her. It seemed like there was plenty of social distancing. It did not look like a crowded train to me at all. So think about that. Like, what was actually done to de-escalate that situation by that police officer? Yeah, inverted earth. I mean, that's usually the way to go, for sure. And I'm not denying, you know, like, I'm saying, considering the circumstances, now, would it have turned out better for her? Sure. Would it have turned out better for her? Probably, maybe. Who knows? Who knows what that judge is going to be like, right? If she wouldn't have put up a fight. But at the same time, is she not within her rights to feel like she was being assaulted? I mean, we're just asking questions here, guys. That's all we're doing. We're just asking questions.
That's what I am wearing. So guess what? Now I'm really calling the police on you.
Cool. You wear it outside and come by my house.
Oh, this is just
with
some
the
stupid
intention of
domestic
coming by
thing.
my
Let's
house.
see where this goes.
With the fucking intention of it.
Tell them.
Where's your insurance card then?
That's all that
We're
was.
giving it to you.
Where? Go get it.
We asked you for the license.
You hit my car. Where's your insurance?
These are always fun.
We asked you for
Where
the
is it?
card. We asked you for
Where's your insurance?
and things.
Can I have it?
Everybody's probably drunk
You
too.
asked for it.
Everybody.
You never asked
Where's
for
your
it.
insurance then?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You hit my
I'm
car.
sorry, you didn't
Where's
ask
your
for it.
insurance?
We asked you to trade it.
I'm asking you for it now, though.
Yeah, because you're drunk.
No. I'm telling you, we
Oh,
changed
she's definitely drunk.
And I tell you this for the fuck, okay?
You hit my car.
I hit a car before. You got this one?
She's
This
definitely
is the
drunk.
truck that hit me.
Give it. Go ahead. It's okay. I don't have a
Okay,
problem.
where's your insurance card?
Go ahead. We'll give it to you. We
Where is
don't
it?
have a problem.
Where's your insurance?
You want the money?
I want the insurance.
No, you want
We
No,
keep
I want the
asking you.
insurance.
We
Okay,
keep
get
asking-
it.
Where's the
Oh,
insurance?
No. You, the cop says if you deny
Now,
insurance,
this
that
guy-
means you don't
I
care
didn't
about
deny it. I just
did.
asked for it.
You
Where
did.
is it?
This guy might be being a little racist. He might be just assuming that they're Hispanic and they don't have insurance. And that's why he's pressing it so much. Like, what you do is you just call the cops. In a situation like that, somebody hits your car, you call the cops, you report it. Hey, somebody just hit my car. You get their license plate number if they take off. It's real simple. You don't sit there and harass them for insurance, because it comes off like you just don't believe that she has insurance, and that's not your place to worry about that. That's the officer's place to worry about that, who deals with the scene.
Where is it? Give it to me.
No.
Give it to me. Show me your insurance then. Show me your insurance then. Everybody saw you hit my car.
Yeah, and we never denied it. We never
Okay,
said
but
no.
you are refusing
Everyone
to
saw
give me
it.
your insurance information.
We said we will give you an insurance.
Okay.
And you said,
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for the cops.
Pause.
Because
Pause.
this
Pause.
happened before.
Pause.
Your friends started saying that this has happened before and this bullshit.
No.
I don't
If-
care.
then
dude.
where's your insurance?
You're the driver.
Then where's your insurance?
Give us the insurance. We asked you for it.
No,
You have
you
to
give.
exchange.
I have my insurance card with me. Where's yours? Where's yours?
We're giving it to you, but
Where?
you're
When? He just got in the car.
Oh, we asked you for it for the.
You won't believe what happened on my flight to LA.
Yeah, I do. I believe it. Everything happens on
I
airplanes.
don't give a fuck. I didn't even want to go to Cali. I didn't even want to go to Cali. I didn't even want to go to Cali. The fuck you talking to? I will find your name, date of birth, and address. I will know your social security number before I get off this plane. On my door,
Okay.
on that same baby that you see me on the phone with. What? So what the yo, cuz, watch the fuck out. What the fuck out? What's the plane? What they gonna do for you before I pay? What's the law gonna do? Yo, mind your business.
Oh.
Because I will break your neck. Yo,
You can't be threatening flight attendants like that.
What they gonna do for you before?
9/11 changed everything. You can't be doing stuff like that.
I'll leave it alone. You leave it alone. Fuck you talking to?
Gangsters no need. Yo, you about to go. This shit is 2 hours late, man.
I'm trying to leave, bro.
2 hours late.
And I'm sitting here waiting 2 hours later, bro.
Wait, so he's being a Karen because the plane is taking too long to take off?
Music out of disrespect for everybody that's dear.
Please close my door.
I'm going
Close
to
my
call
door,
the
please.
law.
Call him. There's nothing you can do.
Oh yeah,
No,
you and Abby
there's
think
not.
you're above the law.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
But
do.
I'm not going to take this shit from everybody.
Okay, we're not putting up with your crap.
I'm not doing anything. I
Yeah,
come down
you
here
are.
and mind my own
Driving
business.
down the road,
Public road.
blaring your music.
Public road.
Okay, there are laws.
Okay, so this guy's not allowed to play
Not
loud
after
music.
10 o'clock.
Okay.
Is that what that is?
Mr. Law.
So this lady is complaining that he was playing loud music driving down the road in the neighborhood, which I kind of get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of get, but I'd also be hypocritical because every time I drove down the road at, in my 20s, I was blasting my music like everybody needed to hear it. I don't know why. But I liked it. I mean, you're not wearing earbuds or headphones in the car because you're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to hear other things. But she's obviously got a problem. She's just gonna open the dude's car door and confront him, which is not a smart thing to do. That's like walking in somebody's house. You can't do that.
Lawyer. I'm sure that's your mom
There's
and
no
your
law.
dad telling you that.
I can do.
But it's okay. Keep it up.
Okay, I will.
Okay, because I am going
Please
to call
close my
the
door.
law
Please
every
close
day.
my door.
Do you understand me?
If you don't close my door, I'm going to press charges on you for harassment.
I mean, she's harassing him.
allowed me to
She
be
is.
here.
No.
There's
You're
no
a
doubt
problem.
about
Close
that
my
in my
door.
mind right now.
You don't scare me.
Close my
Taylor.
door.
You
Good.
and your parents
Good.
don't scare
Close
me.
my
Do you
door.
understand
Close
me?
my.
Wow. Okay, this should be interesting.
Karens in the wild.
I love this creator, man. Wait, what is happening here? Okay.
Because that's what you want to see, right? You want to see that.
Okay, I think that's a trans woman. I think.
Like this.
I don't know who you're talking about. Dude, who are you talking
Black
to?
Lives Matter, my blood on the walls. You want to genocide against white people? Okay, go for it.
Wait, what? I'm being a Manson, she said.
So you guys come here very often? My name's Amanda Manson. You ever hear of Charles?
Oh, okay. I mean, what's happening there? Like, what is going on with that person's life? Nobody cares what your name is. Well, I guess Starbucks asked you what your name is. See, I wouldn't even be in a Starbucks in the first place. Like, if I'm drinking coffee, I'm not going to Starbucks for it. I'm just not. Yeah, meds for sure. Rowena. Meds for sure. Yo, man, come on, dude. Like, you could do a better moonwalk than that.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get out of my face.
That poor dog. Jesus, that's that dog's owner.
I've been cool with you, but you gotta get the fuck up out of my face. Bitch ass motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. Get the fuck out of my face.
You heard she said, listen, I've been cool with you. Like, now you're starting to piss me off.
I'm not gonna play with you no more. I'm not playing with you no more, bitch. Can I get my coffee so I can go?
Fuck you. Go ahead, touch me again.
Get out. Get out.
I got you.
Come back whenever you want, baby. I
That's not me.
got it at 3 tonight. You want it for that, all right?
Fuck cops. Fuck cops. No, fuck that.
I didn't want to, but
I'm right here. You gotta go. Get out.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You throwing stuff on me.
Wow.
Get your girl, man. Get your girl.
This dude is like, yo, get your girl, dude. And he's like, I'm trying, man. Like, what is happening?
You guys.
Neither one of them can walk.
You think I'm fucking playing? Why you ain't fucking crackhead?
And Chicago is crazy. Listen, Chicago is crazy right now. Chicago is hilarious to me right now. And I don't mean hilarious because I think it's funny that there's a lot of crime. There's people getting hurt. I don't think that's hilarious at all. But I think the mayor of Chicago is hilarious. I'll tell you that right now, because the mayor of Chicago is now asking for federal support to fight the crime that President Trump, and I'm not even a Trump supporter, but he offered it. He offered it a long time ago. While he was still president, he offered them support. He said, hey, like, just let me know and will intervene because the crime was getting outrageous back when President Trump was president. You know what I'm saying? Back when he was president, he was like the crime was out of control in Chicago. Now it's super out of control. And now this lady that looks like Beetlejuice is going, can you guys send some federal support? Please, please. Dude, I mean, and I hope they send it. You know, that's my whole thing is I don't care who's the president. I don't care if it's a Democrat or, you know, or a Republican or whatever, libertarian. I don't care, whatever. Just send, like, if they're not doing anything there, right, in Chicago, because they're not. That's the whole thing. Like, the whole thing was just like, oh, we're just going to let people do whatever they want because blah, 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 BLM, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, all right, but how is this not going to bite you in the ass later? Now people are scared. People are afraid to live there. Because before it was just all like, yeah, we're just going to tear this place up because, you know, defund the police. And the mayor saw that the majority of the people that lived there were going to vote for her more, possibly, if she got on board with this. Somebody that advises her was like, you know what? We need to support the way that people think right now. Not, hey, you know what? I'm not going to let my city burn down because there's a whole other culture of people here that like to feel safe where they live. But for some reason in these major cities, like the mayors of these major cities were like, just let it go. Stand down, officers. And they literally told the police to stand down. Literally told the police to stand down. Right? Now, what's happening? She's like, I can use a little help. Can you send somebody out here, please? I mean, come on, man. And yeah, like people are, like it's insane in Chicago right now. It's insane. I got cousins that live in Chicago. I would love to go visit. I would love to go visit them. But we're not doing that right now. No way. Lori Barlow.
I don't wear them.
I think a lot of people are starting to feel this way. I think a lot of people are starting to smarten up. I agree with you. I don't like either one of them. I don't like either one of them. I don't care. I'll be as candid about that as I possibly can. I do not like neither Trump nor Biden. When I was watching those debates, I was embarrassed for my country. I was embarrassed. These are my leaders. These are my choice between leaders. These people just bickering at each other, taking cheap jabs at each other, telling each other to shut up. Like these are the choices I had. Yeah, I liked Joe Jorgensen. I did. I think it's time to give a libertarian a try. I truly, honestly believe that it's time to give a libertarian a try at office. If there was ever a time, it's now. That's personally how I feel. I'd like to see Rand Paul, but Rand Paul has the personality of 1970s window curtains. And he just won't win. But I like Rand Paul. I think he's making a name for himself in challenging Fauci right now and asking him the right questions. But we'll see, you know, and it doesn't look good that Ron Paul was his dad, but even though I still like Ron Paul, but he did some dirty stuff. You don't do dirty stuff like that. But But I honestly don't know enough. You know, I don't know enough. Oh, Caleb's in here. What's he saying? Is he trolling me right now? Will is too outspoken and cocky. Chicago, he'd be in 6 separate fights before reaching an intersection, most likely. Yeah, I'd end up getting hurt too. I'd end up getting hurt real bad. You know what I love about Seattle though? Seattle is like it's a super liberal city, right? But Seattle, like the law is that you could actually legally pick a fight in the street. You could pick a fight, and you could, if 2 people agree to fight, it's okay. You got to let them fight. You can let them fight. It's totally cool. That's a thing in Seattle, which I love. Dude, Rand Paul has got it all together, dude. Rand Paul is the man. He's just, you know, too boring for Americans. Americans that look at Donald Trump and simply voted for Donald Trump because he was so colorful and he was so, you know, not a politician. You know what I mean? And the climate that Americans are you know, voting based on right now, it just wouldn't appeal. He wouldn't appeal to them.
Not discriminate. Well, is it a law? Should we call the sheriff and ask him to explain the law? Well, then let's call law enforcement, because this is a problem. This is not a law, and I am under no obligation to wear a mask.
You're under obligation to wear a mask. It's a private business.
So in Nazi Germany, when your manager told you to like shove people in the ovens, you would do that, I guess? I'm asking a real question.
Like you're legally, this is what people don't understand. You're legally allowed to just go, your money's not good enough for me. You do that. Dude, if I worked my ass off to build a business, a livelihood for myself and my family, like, I absolutely have the right to go, your money's not good enough for me. I don't want your money. Get out. Why don't people understand this?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will stand here until the law enforcement comes, because I'd like to make a citizen's arrest of you. This is discrimination.
Oh, God, the citizen's arrest. Another citizen's arrest, people. Here. I love it.
No, you're discriminating against me. I need to breathe air. Yeah. No.
Already did. They're on their way.
Okay. All right.
Look at the mask thing that's causing all over this country.
To protect and not discriminate against people. And you do not have the law on your side to discriminate. No, I'm not breaking the law. I have the rights. Code 51. Yeah, this is America.
Code 51. What's Code 51?
Little no ball hat.
There you go. You just won the argument there, genius.
Out of my face and I'll leave.
Okay. See that logic right there. She just said, "Get out of my face and I'll leave." Get out of my face and I'll leave. Just get out of his face and leave. Like, that's what I was wondering, Toaster Oven. Like, is that what she meant to say? Was it Area 51? Is that what was going on there? Yeah, but who's they? You know what I mean? Who's they? See, I'm not real quick to jump on that yet. I'm not saying it's not a thing. I'm saying I'm not quick to jump on it yet. You know what I mean? See, I love Caleb, dude. Caleb always has like the most insightful comments. Never make a citizen's arrest. The person can sue you and any attorney will take the case because it's an easy win. Yeah. And you look really stupid doing it too in video, cell phone, you know, days that we're in right now. You just look stupid because hence the content I've been sharing today.
Stand up for the Americans.
Yeah, because we want people like you standing up for Americans. No, thank you. Please don't.
Comment your thoughts below.
Comment your thoughts below. All right. Yeah, man. Like, great, my fucking computer's frozen. Here we go. Yeah. Like, what? Right. I agree with you, Caleb. I don't see the problem. Like, I take a mask with me, and I bet you a bunch of these are simply situations where somebody forgot to bring their mask, and they were like, you know what? If they give me a problem, then I'm just gonna be like, screw you. You know what I mean? Like something stupid just like that. I guarantee you that that's the case like half the time, where somebody just usually has a mask, they leave the house and they go, damn it, I forgot my mask. Shit. Whatever. When I get in there, I'll just, take my chances. And then they decide to put up a fight because they're actually mad at themselves for forgetting their mask. That's really I guarantee you that, you know what I mean? Half of these. Like, just put on your stupid mask. Cherry's been sharing it. It's called Karen's in the Wild, Julie Witcherman. Yeah, tons and tons of great content. It's great. Right. Like, those days are over. Those days are over where there was a shortage of masks. And the reason why is because it was such a sudden thing that people needed to wear masks. It was such a sudden thing that there weren't that many in production. They weren't that many being sold. So any company with the means to be able to make masks saw that there was an opportunity to make money off of these masks and making them. So they made a lot more of them. So now there's an abundance of masks. Now you can walk into a place and a lot of them will just have a box of them sitting by the front door. You can just grab one, put it on, and not be stupid about it. It's not that serious, dude. It's not that serious. Just put on the stupid mask for a minute. These are the times we're in. It sucks. Like, yep, exactly. They have been with us for decades. They've been with us for what do you mean, decades, centuries. Okay, but now, I agree with you. God, my mouse is further now. I mean, I agree with you in the sense that you're saying the multi-billionaires that run the world, those are the ones that want to divide us and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get that. I get it. I mean, that's classic. Divide and conquer, right? And I see the division happening. And I see that it's not making sense. The arguments just don't make sense. And I'm just like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And it's making me ask a lot of questions. But yeah, I mean, it seems like the motive would be if I had to, I mean, I hate to Alex Jones this whole thing, but if there had to be a motive, well, the motive, 99 out of 100 questions, man, the answer to 99 out of 100 questions is money. So if there were certain corporations that are the most powerful corporations and they have the power to divide us and then conquer us, well, then the motive would be so that we would be forced to use their products and only their products. So who stands to win? Big pharma, blah, blah, blah. Who else? You know what I mean? But what are you really going to do about it? You know, like, what are you going to do about it? What can I do about it? You know, am I going to take up arms? I mean, yeah. Okay. You know, I mean, people, these are the craziest times we've ever lived in. These are the craziest times this country's ever lived in. Since the Vietnam War, these are the craziest times this country's ever lived in. What are you going to do? Me? Just going to keep living my life till I can't anymore. That's all I'm going to do. Just keep living my life till I can't anymore. That's funny. Vote, right? Because that works. But yeah, you got to vote. You got to at least entertain the illusion, you know? Sure. But don't just settle for the candidates that are force-fed to you. Because the truth is, these people aren't the problem. We're the problem. Think about that for a second. You know why we're the problem? Because we're just like, okay, about everything. Why was Trump and Biden my only choices for candidates last time? Why? I didn't like either one of them. Why were they the only candidates that I had to choose from? You know what I mean? Like, everybody just says, screw it. You get handed lollipops. You're pacified constantly. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely the corporations. It's absolutely the corporations because the corporations control the media. They sponsor the media. And people won't vote libertarian because they don't think they'll ever win. Why don't they think they'll ever win? Because libertarianism is really the biggest threat to what we're talking about. It really is. It's individualism. It's you know, do whatever you want. Just stay out of my pocket. Stay out of my bedroom. That's what that is. Right? Live and let live. And that's not even a concept. That's not even a feasible concept in reality today. As far as the majority and their way of thinking. It's just not. It's crazy. Simple live and let live. That's a threat somehow. Well, the thing is this is where people have to start having more faith in themselves. Now they don't have a choice. Now it's abundantly clear right now that we cannot count on anyone else but ourselves. That's where we're at. There's nothing we can do about it either. You know, I mean, hope that everybody starts thinking like you. Let's say right now you start changing your mind. You go, you know what? I'm going to hold a higher standard. Like, you just got to hope that everybody else is going to do it too, because the individuals are great, but the only way this is going to work is if individuality becomes a mass way of thinking. It's the only way it's going to work. If individuality doesn't become a mass way of thinking, things are just going to stay the same. We're just going to keep going the same way we've been going. It's going to lean one direction or the other. It's teeter-totter. It's never going to be balanced, ever. Yeah. No. Yeah. Lori Barlow, you're absolutely right. They don't even allow libertarians in the debates. Now, I'm kind of glad that they didn't let what's-his-face debate. The guy that ran before Joe Jorgensen in the term before that. What was his name? I liked his running mate, Bill Weld. I liked him a lot. But the guy that he had, the main guy, I can't even remember who he was. What was his name? But he was a stoner idiot. Like, yeah. If he would have gotten in the debate, he would have made libertarians look so dumb. God, I can't remember his name now. I have his face like pictured in my mind right now. I can't remember what his name is. Why do I think his name was Greg something? It wasn't Greg. The hell was his name? But what's funny is I liked Bill Weld more. I was like, why is Bill Weld not the main guy running? And then Bill Weld, in order to have a better chance of winning, switched to the Republican Party. This whole thing is frustrating. It doesn't matter. Like the guy's, yeah, I'm not going to Google it because I don't care that much. I was bothering me that I couldn't remember his name, but like, yeah, the dude was, he just acted a fool. He made the whole Libertarian Party look stupid. Johnson. His last name was Johnson. Probably. Cherry's a liberal. I mean, she's not. She just likes to say that she is, but she's not. Trump did happen because people wanted to change. People like the fact that he was not a politician. But, I mean, think about it. That was the first time that ever happened. You had a guy come into office, like he gets voted by the majority. He gets voted into office after this guy like has done and said the worst things that anybody I've ever heard say about women. It's known that he slept with porn stars. He paid them. Like, you know what I mean? Like nobody could have ever gotten away with that. Nobody ever would have gotten in office doing that. Like Bill Clinton, there was a huge scandal with Bill Clinton because he got a blowjob from an intern. You know what I mean? Like, that was insane. Like, and now this guy comes along and he's like, I can literally do and say whatever I want and everybody's going to vote for me. It's crazy. Right. And people hated that. It was too much of a shock. It was too much of a culture shock for everyone, So like, it was like a culture shock in a positive way where everybody was like, this is awesome. And then other people were like, this is awful. What are we doing? And then And now here we are. Now we have a blithering idiot, a guy on a Christmas thing, like who literally like said, I agree. Let's go Brandon. Let's go Brandon means fuck Joe Biden. That's what that means. And he literally said, let's go Brandon. I agree. When somebody trolled him and called in and he took calls from citizens. It's fantastic. Like that troll is my hero. Like it's totally my hero. Amazing. And not because I agree with him necessarily. I mean, I do, but not because I agree with him, but because he pulled it off. Because he actually got the president of the United States to say, fuck me. And he did it to prove how brain dead he is. And it shouldn't even be funny, you know, but it is. It is. Because if we can't laugh at this, dude, where are we at? Like, where are we at in humanity? Not even being Americans. Where are we at in humanity if we can't laugh at that? Like, because it's either hilarious or it's the most depressing fucking thing ever. Ever. There's no president in history that isn't rolling over in his grave right now after having seen that. No such thing. No such thing. Every single one in Arlington Cemetery or wherever the hell they're buried, that happened. Every dead president flipped over. Like, that's incredible. That is the troll of all trolls. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. This is a long one tonight, man, but I had fun. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I really appreciate you guys. I love you very much, and we will do this again very, very soon, my friends.